42 News is your voice, your station. Neighbors in Alabaster called us with concerns about drivers speeding near their homes. One woman tells us she contacted the city, but this year is still waiting for them to add speed bumps years later. CBS 42 investigative reporter Chloe Vicente explains why it's taking so long.
Taking a closer look here, this is the section of Cohill Drive in Alabaster where residents say drivers are going dangerously fast while kids are playing outside. From the street view here, you can see there's a steep hill and sharp turn that reduces visibility for drivers. Neighbors say all they want is to add speed breakers to force cars to slow down, but city officials tell me that could take time.
I'm so afraid that somebody's going to come over here real fast and kill a child.
Shirley Bishop worries about her child and the other kids in the neighborhood living along Cohill Drive in Alabaster. She says cars come speeding over this hill and through the sharp turn, and there's already been some close calls.
She was like that far from being hit by a car. And had he been going a little bit faster, he would have hit her. And some of them do come off that hill flying. When they come off, they don't slow down.
Bishop says she contacted the city asking them to add speed bumps. After years of waiting, she called CBS 42 to look into why it's taking so long.
If we had a speed breaker right there, one right there, they would have to slow down right in here anyway. Then that'll save a life. I feel like it would.
Alabaster City Administrator Brian Binzer tells us the city has added rumble strips to the top of the hill and increased police patrols. But right now, there's only so much they can do.
It's an area that we've heard issues come from time to time from residents that live over there.
Why can't you put in speed bumps at this time?
So the city has kind of a long-standing policy on speed bumps, just from a liability standpoint, from a response time for emergency responders, where we've not allowed to have brand new speed bumps in place.
With a new administration shift this past November, Binzer says they're looking to change that policy, which takes some time. Once that happens, residents will need to put in a request to the city.
I anticipate that the neighbors in Cohill will probably bring something to us when we have a new policy in place. We'll have to look at it. Does it meet the merits of, traffic volume and those types of things?
In the meantime, Bishop's biggest fear?
That one of these kids are going to get killed by a car.
Now, before you see speed breakers here in Alabaster, the City Council first needs to change the policy in place about speed bumps. Binzer says getting new ordinances off the ground can take several months, and the Public Safety Committee has to determine which types of devices are best for what areas and how to budget for the changes. Back to you.
Chloe, thank you. If you have any speeding concerns for roads in Alabaster, the city administration says you can contact the police department for added patrols. Once any new policy changes go into effect for speeding, neighborhoods will have to request control devices through the city. And you can let us know about your community concerns. We'll check it out for you. Send us an email to yourvoice@cbs42.com, or you can message us on our social media pages.